McNabb loading up deep for Deshaun Jackson. He hauled it in.
What turns a guaranteed win
Watches very closely. He has secured the football. Whoa.
into a devastating loss? Can one play haunt a team for years?
Here's Bennett. Flag is thrown.
In the NFL, a victory can vanish in seconds.
Keenum steps into it. Pass is caught.
From Super Bowl choke artists to playoff fails, these are the game-losing mistakes that left fans in total shock.
Oh no!
Brace yourself for a countdown of the most unbelievable choke moments in modern NFL history, where one mistake stole the win. Even the NFL's biggest stars and best teams aren't immune to failure. We're diving into 15 infamous blunders, botched plays, questionable calls, and clutch misses. These epic fails from the jaws of victory.
Never had a 100-yard game in the NFL. Here is Coleman, end zone, touchdown.
It's late in Super Bowl 51. Midway through the third quarter, the Atlanta Falcons are destroying the New England Patriots 28-3. It's a 25-point lead. Insurmountable, right? Wrong. What followed was the biggest collapse in Super Bowl history.
Here is Coleman, end zone, touchdown.
It seemed like there was no hope until
Now they'll throw. Pass is caught. That's White. Touchdown. Brady takes his team into the end zone. A long drive with 2:06 left in the third quarter. First touchdown of the game for New England.
Tom Brady and the Patriots caught fire, firing back.
Out of the shotgun, Ryan gets hit. Ball is out. This is a fumble. New England has it.
Again!
Brady, pass caught. That's Mitchell. First down.
And again!
Brady, end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown, field goal, touchdown. The score tightened. The Falcons' defense seemed confused and tired. They could only watch as New England poured on 25 unanswered points to tie the game, 28-28.
Third and 10, blitz off the corner. Pass is caught by Hogan. Near sideline, Mitchell. What a half he's had. And he's out of bounds with another first down. Handoff. Touchdown, James White.
Incredibly, Atlanta never scored again after the 8:31 mark of the third quarter. When the Patriots tied it up and went to the coin toss, you will never believe what happened.
New England gets to call the toss. Heads. They have called heads. It is heads. New England has won the toss.
And when the Patriots won the coin toss in overtime, the truth felt inevitable.
Here's Bennett. Flag is thrown.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic. First down.
This play was the straw that broke the camel's back. James White's short TD run completed the 34-28 Patriots win, as Atlanta players stood shell-shocked on the field. The 2011 NFC Championship went to overtime with the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants tied 17-17, a Super Bowl berth on the line. The 49ers' primary return man Ted Ginn Jr. was out injured, thrusting little-known Kyle Williams into a pivotal role on special teams. In a defensive slugfest at Candlestick Park, one mistake in the kicking game loomed as the difference between victory and heartbreak. Williams ended up making two critical errors. Midway through the fourth quarter, with San Francisco leading, a Giants punt grazed Williams' knee and was recovered by New York, setting up a quick Giants touchdown to tie the game. Despite that error, the 49ers still had a chance in overtime, until Williams was involved in another disaster.
Kyle Williams lost the ball. It's recovered by the Giants. Williams with no Ted Ginn Jr. available because of a knee injury. He's muffed a punt, and now this one is knocked out by Jaquan Williams, recovered by the Giants already inside field goal range.
Fielding a punt in OT, he tried to cut up field when New York's Jaquan Williams punched the ball loose from his arms. The fumble was recovered by Giants special teamer Devin Thomas at the 49ers' 24-yard line, instantly putting New York in chip shot field goal range for the win. 4 plays later, Giants kicker Lawrence Tynes drilled a 31-yard field goal to end the 49ers season. Williams was absolutely devastated. He hung his head on the sideline as the Giants celebrated their trip to Super Bowl 46. In post-game interviews, the dejected Williams took full responsibility. Unfortunately, the young receiver became the target of intense fan outrage, even death threats in the aftermath. Coaches and players defended him, pointing out the team had other chances to win, but Kyle Williams' fumble has since entered 49ers history as a painful what-if moment. They even went for two and got it.
Flacco, end zone. Touchdown, Dennis Pitta. Chris, there's nothing wrong with that dude's hip. I mean, he is healthy.
It's week 4 in 2013. The Baltimore Ravens and Minnesota Vikings played a snowy thriller that saw 5 touchdowns in the final 2:05. This game was absolutely nuts.
Toby Gerhardt in field goal range. And a lot more. Toby Gerhardt. Touchdown Vikings. 41 yards.
It gets even crazier. The Ravens were clinging to a 22-19 lead with under a minute to go when a defensive breakdown almost doomed them. You're not going to want to watch this. I still don't believe it to this day. That's why I wanted to share this crazy day in football with you. Vikings QB Matt Cassell dropped back and found receiver Cordarrelle Patterson on a simple sideline route. But Ravens defenders misjudged angles and took bad tackles, and Patterson was gone. He raced 79 yards for a go-ahead Vikings touchdown with only 45 seconds left. In the stunned silence of the home crowd, it felt like the Ravens had collapsed. Amazingly, the game wasn't over there. This game was a huge swing in emotions. How many touchdowns are possible? Joe Flacco and the Ravens responded with their own miracle drive to win 29-26 with 4 seconds left. But that doesn't erase the defensive lapse. A blown coverage and many missed tackles that should have cost Baltimore the game. It's a reminder that even in victory, a moment's mistake can nearly snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. He made that 32 yards look like 62.
Here comes Billy Cundiff to tie this game and in all likelihood send it to overtime. The last 2 years, 16 of 16 in the fourth quarter on field goals. 32 yards to tie it. And the kick, look out! It's no good! It's no good!
A kicker has one job to do. Imagine being that guy in the locker room. Take the emergency exit. With the game on the line, Billy Cundiff lined up for a routine 32-yard field goal, something he'd nailed over and over again. He hooked it wide left, turning a playoff-saving kick into a season-ending blunder. For Ravens fans, it was heartbreak. For Cundiff, it was the walk of shame no kicker ever wants to take. The miss crushed Baltimore's Super Bowl dreams and joins the pantheon of infamous playoff choke moments, especially since the Ravens would have a redemption arc by winning it all the very next year. Which of these game-losing moments do you think was the craziest? Let us know in the comments. Ouch! Talk about getting slammed. Week 8, 2010. A marquee matchup on Halloween night, Steelers vs. Saints, was tied in the fourth quarter when Pittsburgh's hard-hitting linebacker James Harrison made a critical mistake. After Drew Brees released a pass, Harrison drilled him, drawing a 15-yard roughing the passer flag. The NFL later fined Harrison $20,000 for the hit on Brees, his third fine in a month for dangerous tackles. In a hostile Superdome, the Saints took advantage of Harrison's blunder to grab the lead and never looked back. It's a reminder that sometimes the biggest mistake isn't a missed kick or drop. It's a mental error at the worst time, extending an opponent's drive.
Junkin snapping it.
The whole crowd watched in amazement, but no one knew this was going to happen. The New York Giants led 38-33 against the 49ers in a wild game, but San Francisco has stormed back. With 6 seconds left, the Giants set up for a 41-yard field goal to win. Veteran long snapper Trey Junkin, coaxed out of retirement for this game, delivers a low, wobbly snap. It's botched. Game over. The Giants blow a 24-point lead in a 39-38 loss. Junkin, a 19-year NFL vet, was distraught. Once I put my hands on that ball, that expletive snap was my fault. I think about it every day. The bad snap not only cost the Giants a win, but also became the defining moment of Junkin's career. New York fans still cringe at how a season ended on a single errant snap.
And it's no good. He missed it.
It's a 2006 AFC divisional. The Indianapolis Colts, down 21-18 to the Pittsburgh Steelers, complete a miraculous late drive to get in field goal range. With 17 seconds left, Mike Vanderjagt, the most accurate kicker in NFL history at that point, steps up for a 46-yard attempt to tie the game. The RCA Dome falls silent. The kick is up, and hooks wide right by a mile. Vanderjagt immediately rips off his helmet and slams it to the turf in frustration. The Steelers sideline erupts, and Colts players collapse to their knees. Indianapolis's 14-2 season ends abruptly, 21-18, in what could have been a remarkable comeback. Imagine he had a long drive home, much longer than that kick. The miss was completely out of character. Vanderjagt had never missed a postseason kick at home. But on this day, under immense pressure, even Mr. Automatic choked. The image of Peyton Manning on the sideline, hands on his head, said it all for Indy. How did that just happen? The miss sent Pittsburgh on a Super Bowl path and left Colts fans agonizing over another playoff disappointment.
Sean Jackson, he hauled it in. Oh, wow, did he get over the goal line?
It's 2008, and the Cowboys are hosting the Eagles in another Monday night showdown. Electrifying rookie Deshaun Jackson gets behind the defense and hauls in a 61-yard bomb from Donovan McNabb, sure to be Jackson's first NFL touchdown. He races toward the end zone, but casually flips the ball behind him a yard early in celebration.
Hold on a second. We got to make sure he broke the plane on that, guys. And the Cowboys, I think, might challenge.
Jackson crosses the goal line without the football.
Watches very closely. He has secured the football. Whoa.
The Cowboys pounce on the discarded ball. The initial ruling of touchdown is overturned on review. It's a fumble at the 1-yard line. Although the Eagles eventually scored on the next play, Jackson's blunder was not forgotten. The Eagles would go on to lose a wild game 41-37, and Jackson's premature celebration became an infamous blooper replayed for years. The lesson? Finish the play and celebrate later. If you're amazed by these moments so far, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more incredible NFL stories and breakdowns. We've got plenty of unbelievable sports moments coming up. NFC Championship, January 2015. The Green Bay Packers lead the Seattle Seahawks 19-14 with just over 2 minutes left. Seattle attempts an onside kick, their last hope. The ball takes a bounce toward Packers tight end Brandon Bostic, whose job is to block while a teammate catches it. But Bostic leaps and tries to catch it himself, and the ball bounces off his helmet and hands. Seattle recovers the onside kick. Incredible. Suddenly, the Seahawks have new life. This is a day Brandon will never forget. Is this a moment that will cause yet another upset? You know it. Moments later, Seattle scores a touchdown and 2-point conversion to stun Green Bay by taking the lead. The Packers do tie it, but ultimately lose in overtime. Bostic's failure to simply block became the turning point. A routine special teams assignment turned nightmare. Seattle's comeback and eventual 28-22 OT win. Packers fans could only watch in disbelief as a Super Bowl trip slipped away when that onside kick slipped through Bostic's fingers.
So Holmgren had to take the timeout. So Seattle is now out of timeouts. Now you have to try to take the lead here with Grammatica. In effect, a field goal the distance of an extra point.
Another one of these! Can't Pee-wee football players kick a field goal? 19-yard field goal with 1:19 left. Down 21-20 against Seattle. Quarterback Tony Romo is the holder. The ball is snapped.
19-yard field goal attempt. Oh, it is fumbled!
Romo drops the hold. The crowd gasps as Romo scrambles, picks up the ball, and dashes for the end zone. He's at the 5, the 2, and he's tackled. The crowd is in shock and see their wild card dreams slipping away. Seattle's defense drags a diving Romo down just inches short of a first down and the goal line. Instead of a go-ahead kick, Dallas comes up empty. Seahawks players celebrate while Romo sits on the field in disbelief, head in hands. The Cowboys' season ends with this freak mistake on one of football's simplest tasks, the hold for a field goal. It's a play that Dallas fans have had to watch in agony for years, wondering, what if Romo had just caught that snap? In Seattle, it's remembered as the play that propelled the Seahawks forward and made Tony Romo synonymous with playoff misfortune. NFC Wildcard, January 2016. In frigid Minneapolis, the Vikings trail Seattle 10-9 with 22 seconds left. Kicker Blair Walsh, usually reliable, lines up a 27-yard field goal. The snap and the hold are good, but the kick slices wide left. Vikings radio voice Paul Allen captured the agony. Minnesota's sideline is stunned as Walsh kneels on the turf, head in hands. In sub-zero temperatures, a sure game winner was anything but. Another case of a Ray Finkel mess-up. The laces were out. The miss handed the Seahawks a 10-9 win and knocked the Vikings out. Fans were left in disbelief that a 27-yarder, a gimme, could go so wrong at the worst possible moment. This gut-wrenching miss remains one of the NFL's most painful playoff memories. NFC Playoffs 2018. The Minnesota Vikings trail 24-23 with 10 seconds left. Ball at their own 39. Case Keenum launches a desperate pass to the right sideline. It's a 61-yard walk-off touchdown, instantly dubbed the Minneapolis Miracle. But for the New Orleans Saints, the nightmare was Marcus Williams' whiffed tackle. The Saints safety came in low and early, completely missing Stephon Diggs, and also took out a teammate who might have made the play. Ouch! Diggs stayed on his feet and sprinted to the end zone as time expired. How embarrassing. One poor tackle attempt turned a sure stop into a shocking last-second loss. The crowd's roar and Diggs' astonished face said it all. Minnesota wins 29-24, and the Saints are left to replay that defensive mistake forever.
3-yard attempt from the right hash mark.
NFC Wildcard, January 2019. The Chicago Bears trail 16-15 with 10 seconds left. Kicker Cody Parkey lines up a 43-yard field goal to win. The snap, the kick, freeze it. What do you think he was thinking? The laces are out, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. And then, you know what happens.
Oh, he hits the upright again. That's impossible.
Announcer Al Michaels exclaims. Incredibly, the ball ricochets away. No good. Did I imagine he just did this? Parkey's kick was partially tipped, then bounced off 2 posts, denying Chicago a last-second win. The Eagles advance as the Bears are eliminated, and Double Doink enters NFL history forever as a synonym for heartbreak. In the Silent Soldier Field, that doink-doink sound marked the end of Chicago's promising season. It's Super Bowl 49. The Seattle Seahawks are 1 yard from victory with 26 seconds left, down 28-24. Everyone expects Marshawn Lynch to run, except Seattle calls a slant pass. Super Bowl Russell Wilson fires to the goal line, and the stadium hears, intercepted by Malcolm Butler. Butler has it at the 1. No way! The New England Patriots intercept a sure touchdown, sealing the Super Bowl win. Seattle's decision to pass instead of handing it to Lynch is now considered the worst play call in Super Bowl history, a mistake that cost them a championship. The whole world was in shock, even Brady. The clip speaks for itself. A shocking goal line pick that left Seahawks fans in disbelief and cemented the Patriots' legacy. These game-losing mistakes are more than mere bloopers. They're defining moments that changed seasons and legacies forever. From championship games to early playoff rounds and regular season showdowns, one bad decision or flubbed execution proved fatal. It's a cruel reminder of the NFL's brutal unpredictability. No lead is safe, and no play is routine until it's done. If you thought these clips were crazy, check out this video for even more unbelievable NFL moments.